We're at the Development Assessment Committee meeting, Wednesday, 20 August 2025. As you're well aware, these meetings are recorded in accordance with Mirrabul Shire's governance rules, and the meeting will be live streamed, which is always a barrel of laughs, isn't it? So, all present, I assume. Thank you. So we've got no apologies. Get someone to confirm the minutes from the last meeting. Thank you, Councillor Minari. Thank you, Councillor Cow. Those in favour? So carried. Righto. Matters arising from the previous minutes. Anything, councillors? No, I didn't think so. We're all travelling well. At this point, I'll ask if there's any disclosures of conflicts of interest on any of the items that are on the agenda paper tonight. No? We're running very well. So, no presentations, deputations. So we're going to get straight into community reports. Now, we have a speaker to 9.1, 9.2 and 9.3. So we're actually going to block them so that we don't confuse the issues in the three items because one could affect the other and what have you. So Leah, if you please, if you could come up there and when you're ready, the green light's flashing. Now, it doesn't mean, Leah, that you get 9 minutes. We'll be tolerant. We'll be tolerant. We'll be tolerant. The floor is yours.
Thank you. This is feeling like my second home, so thank you for having me back. Obviously, you know who I am. I'm Leah, from the Managing Director at Inception Planning. So Inception Planning, in conjunction with EDQ Town Planning, are relieved and pleased to be here tonight with positive solutions for the subdivisions of the land at Crook Court and Geelong Ballan Road, Ballan. We're delivering 27 lots across 3 separate parcels, formerly known as 2024 Crook Court and 5498 Geelong Ballan Road, with a connection with a further 9-lot subdivision of 5,500 Geelong Ballan Road. With multiple landowners, this was not a small feat. 5 years of blood, sweat and tears. Believe it or not, I actually had a full head of hair before this project started. The stress took its toll and alopecia has had its say. I want to publicly thank Thomas Tonkin, the Senior Statutory Planner, and Mitchell Cunningham, the Manager of Environment and Waste, for their efforts and communications throughout this journey. At times, the three of us questioned whether we'd actually get to this point. So thank you to the team. We really appreciate it. I also want to extend my heartfelt thanks to all our clients. So their endurance, their commitment and their collaboration with one another have been instrumental in achieving a great outcome for infill development in the Mirrabul Shire. Receiving a positive decision tonight will only be the start of a massive milestone, making only the beginning of a journey as we move forward to delivering the works on the ground. And while the process has taken its time, spanning 5 years, it's important to note that this was largely due to the extended negotiations with Melbourne Water. The timeline was not a reflection of council or council's performance, but rather the complexity of coordinating with multiple stakeholders to reach a satisfactory outcome. Consent has been provided by various referral authorities, and each approval has included these mandatory conditions. I'm sure you've all looked at it, and there's a number of conditions ultimately, and these all reflect the complexities of the decision-making process, and it's not a result of any misinterpretations. Upon reviewing the conditions, we are not seeking any changes from council. Each application received the same 2 objections. A productive mediation meeting was held with the submitting parties, and during the council's process, this was explained to them clearly in terms of the decision-making and what was to happen next. And while the parties attending those mediation meetings gained a better understanding of the applications and council's decision-making, they chose not to withdraw their objections, and hence why we're here tonight. The applications are generally in accordance with the strategic mesh plan adopted by council in 2021 and provide connectivity amongst themselves and the adjoining land parcels, which provides for a great planning outcome. Our clients are pleased with the notice of decision presented in the agenda tonight, as all 3 reflect the dedication of all involved. We therefore request councillors support the recommendation of the notice of decisions to be issued as read. I appreciate your time and I'm here for any questions.
Yeah, any questions, councillors? No?
This is Mr Mayor.
Yes, if you would please, councillor Sullivan.
These three items that are, the presenter is talking about, and the fourth one, have a condition there that Melbourne Water have actually put in place. They're 4440 or 44 and 45, depending upon which item you're looking at. And it talks about the culvert under Old Melbourne Road to be constructed before they'll issue a certification of the plan of subdivision, which I just want, and it refers to a document called the Land South West Development Services Scheme. So my question is, what does it infer that these developers are required to construct that culvert?
Mr President.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. I'll hand over to Mr Lavelle just to clarify that.
Okay, so all four items that are before us, the drainage scheme is a drainage plan to how to manage drainage for the whole of the subdivisions. The requirement is that the developer would be need to provide those works, so complete those works, and also that those works don't impact on council assets, so that's why councils are named in that condition. And because of the two lots facing Geelong Bank Road, which is the main road, the Department of Transport of Planning also doesn't affect their assets.
Councillor Sullivan.
Yeah, supplementary question, Mr Mayor. So are these works underway or are they to be done? And if they are to be done, are these developers required to construct this, what's it called? Culvert, drainage culvert,
Mr Lavelle.
Old Melbourne Road.
Wording of the condition is prior to certification, so they'd actually have to do those works before they'll be certified. So there is actually some works to be done prior to certification.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll ask the question of you, Leah. You're aware of all that?
Through the 4.5, 5 years of negotiations with Melbourne Water, there is no way they're even going to let us on site without those works being delivered. Now, they're works done and funded by the clients, however reimbursed. There is minor works that won't be reimbursed, and that's just due to existing easements in one parcel being moved to another parcel. Hence why the landowners really need to stick together, and that's why they should be commended given how long it's taken, but to stick together financially moving forward or these projects won't work. And that will then open up delivery of the whole entire area that's in that mesh plan. And one would hope that other developers within that area will help contribute to those costs to get them refunded. Yep.
Thank you. Any other questions? Councillor Ward.
Yeah, thank you, Mr Mayor. I suppose the first part of it is a comment. It was pleasing to see the willingness of the applicants to put the application on hold whilst the issues were worked through with Melbourne Water, so that was commendable. What I did note, though, was that a consistent concern raised or objection raised by neighbouring residents was, and I note the blocks are fairly big, ranging from 600 to 1,000 square metres, so you're assuming that they would be attractive to families, that millennials or having children. So if there's 36 lots, population of 120 in the area, one of the concerns raised, and this is a question for the officers, was the lack of open space, public open space, playground, pocket park, call it what you like. And I read the officers' comments on that, but I suppose if I was moving into there with young children, that would be a concern of mine as well. Can I just get one of the officers, Mr Mayor, to elaborate on that matter?
Yeah, I'll go with Mr Lavelle, please. Oh, we're going across the board? Yeah, look at that. Hello, we're a bit of handballing going on here. There's bureaucracy at work.
So we'll go to the manager, Mr Mayor.
Microphone's not working, I won't speak loudly.
There you go. There we are, look, we provide a second microphone.
Thanks.
Got three.
Yeah, through you, Mr Mayor.
Sort of stereo.
The site doesn't have any planning controls like a development plan or that would require open space. There was a concept plan prepared a few years back to coordinate the subdivision of the sites, and the outcomes before you tonight reflect that. So that's a positive outcome, that we get an integrated subdivision layout. In terms of open space, that wasn't included on that concept plan. And we did try and negotiate an outcome to get some open space, but we weren't able to achieve that in this instance. There is a requirement that there will be a 5% open space contribution paid to council, and then the council will be able to determine what it does with that.
Thank you. Any other questions? No? Councillors, any other questions? Well, you got a recommendation in front of you for someone to, yes, Councillor Minari, you're moving it, please?
I'll move it, thank you.
Thank you. Do I have a seconder? Thank you, Councillor Berry. Yes, this is for items 9.1, 9.2, 9.3. And we're moved by Councillor Minari and Councillor Berry. And you have a question, Councillor?
Yeah, I have a question, Mr Mayor, just in terms of item number 4, because that fills up the block of 4.
Well, item number 4 is not up, Councillor, yet.
Yeah, but no?
You like to know? Simple. Isn't it?
Makes sense if it's in a block, but that's your call.
We're going with no, Councillor Bingham. We looked at it, it's impossible to do. Okay. So we're going I'll repeat it, 9.1, 9.2 and 9.3 as a block. We're moved and seconded again by Councillor Minari, Councillor Berry. Do we have any objections or any dissent? Those in favour? So carried. Thank you. So we'll move on to Councillor Bingham's favourite number 9.4, which we have no speakers, Councillor. There's a recommendation in your papers. Do I have anyone who wants to move the recommendation? Thank you, Councillor Minari. Thank you, Councillor Sullivan, as a seconder. Are there any objections or any dissent? Those in favour? So carried. Thank you. Now, we do have a speaker to item 9.5. And if I could ask, I've got two here, Carol Grills and Tony Lyons, is that correct? How are you? Do you want to come up here and on that desk, there's a light in front of the microphone, a little button there. When that goes green, because there's two speakers, I'll allow you some extra time anyway, so, yes. Oh, right, well, there you go. Everything all right? Uncle Joe's in the bleachers, is there a problem? Right, Carol, if you could please start, thank you.
Sure. So good evening, Mayor and councillors, and I wish to thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight regarding the use and development of land for the 24 kennel dog boarding facility on my property at 69 Grills Lane, Duncetown. I've lived in Grills Lane, Duncetown all my life and am the third generation Grills to live on the property going back for more than 60 years. I have always loved being on the farm, but have always struggled with raising stock, tending, feeding and caring for them, and then sending them to slaughter to support our income and cover farming costs. For many years now, we have been trying to think of how we could generate an income from our property without the dilemma of having to send our stock to the market. We know a lot of people who struggle to find ideal boarding kennels for their dogs that are treated as family members and have faith that they will be looked after satisfactorily while they go on holidays. This seemed to be a perfect solution to us. We love animals, and after visiting a number of kennels, know that we could do this well, and as a small facility, could do it so much better than the large ones that are set up quite similar to dog pounds. We have taken some years to work out where we consider the perfect position to place them with minimal impact on any of our neighbours. We've put a great deal of thought into the housing to ensure that our neighbours will not be bothered by noise. The paddock for the chosen site already has an outline of trees, and we have plans to plant a second barrier of trees to assist with noise reduction. We have had support from the neighbours that live the closest to us. We have had 4 objections originally, and after attempting mediation with all objectors, we had several discussions with 2 of the objectors, and they have both withdrawn. The other 2 objectors were unable to be contacted. One lives several kilometres away and would not be impacted by kennels at all. And the other objector lives a couple of kilometres away, and the only impact is that the lane we are on is also used to access one of his properties, but there is no dwelling. This proposal for us is the perfect way to stay on the land and combine our love of animals and still receive an income to keep the farm intact. I understand that the ideal position for boarding kennels is on farming land, and I don't believe there would be a more suitable position where there is minimal impact on the surrounding community. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to explain our situation.
Thanks, Carol. Now, Tony's just going to take questions, is that right? Or do you want to chip in?
No, known them for many years, and the architectural side is what I know about, the building and the siting, but the operation is more Carol.
Right. We'll see if we can get some questions. Councillor Bingham's got one.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. Whoever wants to answer my question, go to you, Carol. So I can see that you're insulating the walls and you're providing screening. Just in terms of the objection about excess noise that you referred to, my question is, are any of these dogs at any point in time going to be housed outdoors or
No, they're only internally housed, and they'll only be exercised with supervision.
Councillors, any other questions of the speakers or officers? No, thank you. All right, councillors, there's a recommendation in the papers. Councillor Ward, are you moving it? Thank you. Do I have a seconder? Thank you, Councillor Minari. Do I have any objection or any dissent? No? Those in favour? Motion's carried. Thank you very much. I have to say, that's the first dog kennel we've got through, I reckon. I reckon it's been, yeah, it is well done. Yes, yeah, there's one for the dogs. So there you go. Right. Okay. We'll go to any other business. I'll start with you, please, Councillor Sullivan.
No other business, Mr Mayor.
Councillor Keogh. Councillor Taylor.
No other business, Mr Mayor.
Councillor Minari.
No other business, Mr Mayor.
Councillor Bingham.
No, Mr Mayor.
Councillor Berry.
No, Mr Mayor. Thank
Councillor
you.
Freeman.
Mr
No
Mayor.
business. Councillor Ward. No business, Mr Mayor. Thank you very much, and no business here. So our next meeting is, has someone got a date? 17th of September. So thank you, everybody, for coming. Magnificent. We've had a couple of wins tonight. It's great. All right, good night, everybody.